that's like the thing. Like somebody that's really gonna do well, they're never gonna be the guy I think that's taking a shit on everybody.
They understand that there's enough food for everybody.
100%.
And that's one thing that has kind of kept comedians and maybe artists, but mostly comedians, from organizing a little better and taking care of each other. Is sometimes with the comedy industry, the way that things get booked and blah, 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 you kind of pit it against each other. It's like, oh, there's only enough work for this guy. And I remember when somebody I knew got a Doug Stanhope show when I thought I deserved it. And I was pretty upset about it because I was funnier than that guy. And then right before the show, I realized however he got it, he deserved it. And I was happy for him. And I went and I supported and I was just super excited for him. And then the next year, I got the show. You know what I mean? And it comes to you. There's enough work for everybody. And if we support each other and help each other and encourage each other, then we're gonna all be better.
Well, I think too. Neil invited me out. I don't know what his original motivation was, right? For when you graduated from the class.
Oh yeah, just to come out and watch the.
Yeah, I mean, you were a little proud of what you did too, right?
Yeah,
you worked really. You worked diligently on stuff.
Yeah, but I think that's important because like I was always a huge fan of comedy, right? Growing up, I spent a lot of time at Comedy Zone with because Paul, Paul Talley and my dad were friends, and anyway, it reignited that. And I think what I'm getting at is that everybody that's in that don't be afraid to invite people, invite them over and over and over again until they come, because like you don't know what you're missing until you're back there, until you get that laugh, and like it's therapeutic.
A caveat to that is invite the people who support you,
right?
And not the people who you hope support you,
right? Yeah,
because if you invite a bunch of people to your open mic and it's stinky, and it will be, they will not. If you would have gone to his and he'd have ate it all, he might not have gone back. The fact that you're supportive, and you would have broke his balls a little bit if it wasn't good, but you still would have been like, fuck yeah, you tried, because you're an encouraging guy and you're not throwing shit in the air, right? But somebody who doesn't feel that way could, and that's the same reason I tell people when they first start, it's like, tape your sets, but don't post your sets.
Yeah.
Because you're going to improve. Invite a lot of people out when you know you have at least something.
Right.
It's fine to let people watch you work, but it's not the best to let people watch you figure it all out.
Right,
first,
right.
You know what I mean?
Want a fun factoid?
Yes, please.
I've never, 14 years, I've never invited my parents to ever see me do stand-up.
Really? Yeah, I've never met your parents.
They've never came.
Well, after what you did with your mother-in-law, I mean, I got it. Yeah.
But like, and it's not that like, I think people say like, oh, your parents not supportive, and I'm like, it's more like, that's not who I was doing it for, maybe anyway. Like, but also like,
it might have been doing it to get away from that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, well, because like I was telling them before I got here, like I was always the funniest person in my family, and it was like known that I'm the funniest person because like we went through a lot of traumatic stuff when I was young, and my goal was like to try to make everybody feel better, and so like I'm like I don't really need to do that. I don't need to prove that to my family. Like they know. It's almost like this gift that I used to give to my family.
Right.
I want to now try to see if I can do it for myself by telling jokes to other people.